Hello, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Delirium League 3.10. It's 11:45 in the morning. Good morning, guys. How you guys doing? Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Welcome back to another responding to viewer comments. This is going to be fun. I already put together this PowerPoint and there's a lot of really good questions in here. So to start it off, good morning, guys. Dark Stowe says, love your builds. Keep them going. Thank you, man. He commented this on the Stone Golem ES version versus Awaken Raid and Simulacrum. Exocataclysm. He says, hello. This isn't a question, but it was pretty cool. So he said he crafted a 9-link helmet. So me and this other guy me and Ranger were talking about this, otherwise known as Nazgul. So more LE, and then crit, and then +3, and hypothermia, minion life, conk effect, 4. So this is almost like because this is like an empower. But anyways, yeah, 9 link. I tried to check, it doesn't show on his stuff. But anyways, hi, tell me when you have in POB not lessen the damage on the bosses. So he's asking why when we select Cyrus or Shaper that the damage doesn't go down. And so my theory is that why somebody else's damage would go down is because those bosses have armor. And so I deal so much physical damage that I basically ignore armor. Because the way armor is calculated, when you do such a big physical hit, then armor is useless. So that's what I think is going on. Because I think the Shaper and Cyrus have armor, but I just basically do too much damage. Dan, are you sure you can't scale Primordial Chain better than this? I'm guessing so. Of fucking course. If you want other minion like Spectre Guardian, Animate Guardian, then Rare Amulet, but not convinced. But you aren't convincing me why the Primordial Chain. Nowhere in that whole sentence did he convince me, so I asked him how. Next. Yowza, what's up? This build is the future. I hope they don't nerf it. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Michael, yes, do a super tanky build that can AFK farm Colossus. True, that would be crazy, bro. Oh my god, what is that? Yeah, so he posted this weapon. This is a minion 104% increased damage weapon. And then he said, or this. Socketed skills deal 20% more attack damage. So it looks like a big message, but really he's just asking minion 104 damage or socketed skills deal 20% more. This guy responds, POB is a great tool. Okay, he tells him what tool he can use to know which one is better without having to ask. And then he goes, the only difference is socketed skills and minion deal. That's what I said too. Why did he have to copy paste it? He could have just told us minion. Okay, this comment is beautiful. Pretty sure socketed skills in the 6th link becomes 100. I don't know what happened there. Sorry. So then he thanked him, and then I got into this comment. Wow, my shit's being blocked by my. Okay, there we go. I said both are good. Minion deal 104% increased damage is better in early builds when you have low damage from other parts of your build, but the 20% more attack damage is a multiplier that does better when you have more other damage like jewels, gems, and items. So you can't actually know just by saying which one's better, because I will make 2 builds where this is better in one and worse in the other, and this is better in one but worse in the other, you know? Xavier, hey, what's up, dude? I know you. By the way, what can we replace our Pride Aura with? You could do Haste if you want like a direct 50% aura. You could put in Hatred if you took out Brutality. There's also, if you aren't using any of the current auras like Purities and all that, if you can't fit all of my current auras in the build, then maybe you could add one of those. So on my comment about subscribing for more ESCI, Yakubski says that he doesn't see the discipline gem in the description of the video, winky face, and would a +1 20% more bow with Soul Strike Quiver be the thing for Chaos Inoculation? And I said here that the description was updated for my life version build guide, and that's why I didn't have the discipline. My bad, dude. And then I said, that's fine if you don't have the double corrupted weapon like me, because my weapon is socketed skills deal 20% more, and it's a melee two-handed mace so that you can double corrupt for fortify. You can't do that on a bow, so unless you have the double corrupted weapon with fortify, then yeah, you go bow is good. Nice. Glass Jaws. How is the survivability? I followed you since Zombie Guide and thankful for it since I've been AFKing Blight since. But I transitioned to Herald just to try it. OP as hell, yes. And now it's doing my maps. However, I want to do mapping with my zombies again. Have 6k life, 100% all res. 73% chaos res, 24 million DPS. But still get one-shotted by a lot of by Delirium mobs. It's good. Yeah, you should try the golems. You'll like it. It's tankier than the zombies. Mr. Zaw, what's up? He says, I like Spectres and glad to see this one. This was the fully AFK Redemption Sentry video for Tier 16 Blight. Pretty cool. It's tiring to get everything fit in with 100 exalts. Thank you for sharing something like that. I'm glad he liked it. Thanks, man. Love your build. Pah! What? I don't understand that. I didn't get this part, but, you know, heart no matter what. Thanks for the comment. Moo! How you doing, dude? Why you did not use Primordial Chain? Can you explain in the video you just show how to craft? Well, shit. Well, okay, so the the title of the video was Remove Primordial Chain and then how to craft it. So it was like, I guess, not that important. So why is Primordial Chain not used? So if you put in your build, what it does is, even if it's perfectly rolled, okay, it says 35% less damage, 35% less health, and 100% increased move speed, and 3 more golems. So you will find that 3 more golems when you have 6 golems is technically 33%, like it's equivalent to the 35% less damage and less life, and so you'll find that you have more golems but it's the same damage, and then they just have more move speed. And now you've given up my rare amulet spot where for 4x we could craft a +2 amulet, which is really insane. And the price of a perfectly rolled Primordial Chain was 7x or more. It was like 7, 10, 20 because people were double corrupting Primordial Chains and raising the price of the base. So then people couldn't get it, and it was kind of dumb. So I said I need to figure out how to get rid of this Ami in the build because it's not a budget option anymore. It's actually better to not use the Ami. That's what I was trying to teach people. Originally we used it because it was a budget, move speed, cheap, easy golem item. We wanted to try all the golem items. You don't need it. People are still gonna to this day not agree. It has better clear. I agree. It's better clear, but I get more damage and more life and more single target, like better. My individual golems are better. Okay, Burial Phantom. I've never used stone golems before. Ice and fire. Okay, I always thought we're crazy. But damn, these stones are crazy. Smiley face. So you thought ice and fire was crazy, but these stones, man. And he probably underestimated the Chaos Golem too then. Hi, sir. Hello. What Spectre have? Yes, so we don't use Spectre in Delve, so it's odd that you asked about the Spectres in the Delve video, but I appreciate the comment. I'll answer you no matter what. So none in Delving, but I use 1 Carnage Chieftain, 1 Host Chieftain. They can be found in Act 7, Ashen Fields. And then one Theof Tool, which can be found in the Tools domain, which is a Tools Breachstone, any of the 4. And also, it will come up as a rare monster that looks like a big Goliath-looking thing that puts down this cloud, and it gives you Snow Cloak. Snow Cloak gives you damage reduction and dodge. Host Chieftain gives you power charges, and Carnage Chieftain gives you frenzy charges. To make the Carnage and Host Chieftain work, you need to give them blood magic. To get them to have 3 specters, you need level 25 gem. How can you do that without being a necromancer? A +1 boot and a +3 with using an Empower 4, or using a +3 helmet with a +1 boot, or using a +1 helmet with a +1 with an Empower, or a bunch of options. Next, Sage Fried. What's up? My specters are dying way too often, even with Empower, Minion Life, and Meat Shield, so I play with the Primordial Chain. How did you manage that? Great build. So my specters are tanky. My specters, I put them in a Bone Helm with +3 Minion Life, and then they still were socketed with Spectre 21, 23, and Empower 4, so they're up to 27. We had 27 specters, and also all of the scaling from the skill tree through our we took a few renewals right off of the cluster jewels. We have the Feasting Fiends, we have we use 1 Dread March, we use an extra renewal, bunch of options. Also, the specters don't really go out and do very much, and they stay next to me, and it's if you need to run Purity, your specters won't have res cap, LE res cap, unless they stayed near you and gain the benefit from your Purity of Ice, Fire, and Lightning, or your Purity of Elements, and that's why I have quality on them. Angela, what's up? She says, I love this build, but I can't run the 3 Purity setup. I have corrupted hundreds of jewels for this build and another 50 just today, and I've only hit 1 mana reserve corrupt. That's unlucky, because I did 20 and got 2. Anyways, so many. Now I give up, and it's just not achievable, but actually there's like a bunch of them on trade right now. So I just bought them. Especially like when I first started, it was like really easy, and then but they said, but running Purity of Elements to get the extra chaos resist, have learned to build this the way it will work for me. I used to use that, actually. It was in my zombie build. Now we switched the Stone Golem build to go CI anyways. It was a direction I wanted to go with the build, and that's why we weren't going for the Purity of Elements Chaos Res Watcher's Eye. I actually had I sold my Watcher's Eye with Chaos Res. It was a triple Purity of Elements Watcher's Eye. I sold it for like 150x. And that's not how you spell my name. It's ETHAN. Thank you. Justin! Nice helmet, dude. This is from the Minecraft days when I streamed on YouTube. We had my friend help me make emotes, and this was the icon for being a member on the YouTube. It's only it only costs $1 to become a member minimum. You can support for more, but the minimum cost of becoming a member is $1. So I appreciate anyone who joins today. Thank you. Take this opportunity, you know. So Justin says, "Hey Ethan, thanks for your hard work." Hey, thanks, man. Sorry about hitting the mic. He says, "Your guides are the only reason I didn't quit leagues early since Blight." Since Blight? Damn. I'm still using Primordial Chain and don't even have a multi-modded weapon and can do tier 16s. Looking forward to the next update. Heart, Justin, dude. Nice work, man. Yeah, you can still use the Primordial Chain, but I think you will find that the Amulet is an upgrade. Everyone will find that, and maybe. Okay, so there's a couple ones I should probably show how much a Primordial Chain perfectly rolled is. 1 second. Okay, it's because this is fun. Primordial Chain, search. Let's pull up the Primordial Chain. You can delete this, and then you would put 35, 35, 35, 35. Move speed doesn't matter. Search. Right? So if you were trying to get this, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 8. Look, the same guy owns all of them. Why is he... Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. So people might be incentivized to have you still use this. I don't know. It's so expensive, dude. And then the amulet that I'm recommending instead of this is 2 levels. Okay, now let me show you the difference. Okay, let's do this. Let's do physical skill gems, strength skill gems, search. 3.5. You can make this yourself by creating, getting the 2 bases. So a warlord Ami with a physical skill gem and a hunter Ami, or whatever the other way around. Hunter Ami with the strength skill gem, and then you awaken or orb them together. So let me show you those 2 searches. One sec. Alright, we're ready. Let's search for a physical skill gem Ami. ADC, okay, and this has another mod, so you'd have to either annul this for a 50-50 or grab a different one. This one's good, so there you go, 90C, shitty base. Okay, let's search this one. This is strength skill gem, so this is a hunter base. There you go, first try, 20C, gold Ami. If you want it on a different base, 35-40. The point is you can buy these bases yourself. You can also go for the correct item level and then do it yourself in an awakener orb, and so this should only be like 3x, 2.5, and it doesn't cost you the 3.5, and then it doesn't even cost you 4, and this is 5 just for a perfectly rolled. Now let me show you the difference in POB. Okay, now it's the time to prove it. Okay, here we go. So we're coming to my POB. Let's assume 3.6 because I took off my Ami. Wait, your Ami was 1.1 million? Yeah, look at this. What? Oh, it's Ravenous Horde. I have to fix that on the new one. Give me a second. I'll do that with you guys. This is how you fix it. So you would take this, edit, grab, allocates, Ravenous. Whoops. Let me try that again. Got it. Now we can come out of here and go into the new Ami. Edit. Add it to the bottom, it doesn't matter. Boom. Save. Okay, so the point is, old one, just the 2 levels. Just the 2 levels in Ravenous Horde. That's a lot, right? Okay, so then we can compare to this. This is Primordial Chain. Let's show you guys what's up. So we got 8, right? Here you get 8 stone golems. 8 stone golems. Okay, we gotta do it on the screen. I can't do it on my phone because you can't see that. Let me grab up the calculator. 2.67 million. We'll add the 4, okay? Times 8 of them. Boom! 21.3. Okay. Now let me show you something disgusting. So now, if we could get rid of the Ami, but still have the Anoint on something, so that we still have allocates Ravenous Horde, then that would be great, right? Okay. So this is without it. 3.8. We won't round up, I know. We'll fix it. 1 sec. Okay, here we go. The number 3.78. Whoops. 98 times 5. Okay, do you see how it's so close? Do you see how it's so close without the Ami? Okay, now watch this. And technically now, because you don't have the Ami, you're able to run Spectres. Just like this is and an Animate Guardian. And you have the other 5.5. It's like dude, you didn't even need an Ami. Look at this. Look, you don't even need an Ami, dude. How can anyone fight me about this? They're tankier too. Look, 80k. Look at this. This is without an Ami. 52k. You kill your golems. You're literally making your golems worse. Okay, so then The garbage 3.5x Ami. Are you ready? No way, it's as good as Miami. No way, just the 2 levels. Yeah, so what does that mean? Let's show again. Just this 3.5x Ami, which is cheaper than this perfectly rolled god tier primordial chain. And look at the health, 97,000 life. So 4.726 times 5, and they go, how could you like this? How can you like no primordial chain? It's like, it's obvious. Look at this. Look at this. 6.8. We're fucking dealing billions of damage. Billions. Literally billions. Yeah, that's all I need to show about the primordial chain, I think. That's it for that. And now it's time to address Angela's. So we're gonna look for Primordial Eminence, where you search and you pull up the stats and you get 20 and search. You find that there are 622 perfect ones. This is just if you want a perfect one. With mana reserve, 6 of them. And then, oh, they're all me. Well, when I did this originally, I was able to find them. So you can find ones without perfect rolls, 85C, 150C. That's what I would do. You don't need the perfect one, but yeah. Yeah, or you could corrupt your own like you were doing. Other one is Primordial Harmony. Let's try this one live with this. So then my idea was this, and let's just see how many mana reserved. 22, 2.2, etc., all the way up. So you don't have to corrupt your own. There are options here. They're a little expensive, but the fact that you said you bought 150 of them and corrupted them yourself and had no luck, well, at least this way you could guarantee yourself one. They are here. They do exist. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Now back to the presentation. Abed, he says, hi, I'm rolling this build, but an old version of yours with 5 stone and 1 Chaos Golem setup. I don't think I got the budget to make all the changes. I am still using the Devouring Necromancer helm. It's Devouring Datum, it's not Necromancer. And the 6-link Chaos Golem set up on the armor, that's okay. Immortal Call on the boots, that's fine. Yep. And he says he has the +1 strength and fizz skill gems from the Ami. Do you reckon I switched to Primordial as per your budget? No. It sounds like you already have the better, more advanced version. What changes do you reckon if I have to keep this in budget? Why do you have to keep it in a budget? Who says you have to keep it in a budget? Can't afford the Awakened Multistrike gem yet. It sounds like you just need to keep farming for an Awakened Multistrike gem. So I said, why do you need a change if you aren't having any issues with your budget version? I actually interpreted it when I read it the first time. He's, for some reason, feeling like he needs to go to the budget. His build is good. He hasn't expressed any issues here. He's just told me his whole build, and it sounds pretty good. So he has it all working. Why does he need to change it? Nice build, dude. Victor, how you doing? He says, doesn't adding frenzy charges to minions change the formula on how many of each type of jewel you use? Because you have more attack speed and cast speed on them. I didn't notice this. I forgot. I'm dumb. I didn't notice this until yesterday when I finally noticed it, and I was like, oh shit. So when I don't have frenzy charges, I actually needed one more harmony. So you were right. Good job, sir. So everyone watching should check their jewels without frenzy charges and with frenzy charges, and then decide how you want to do your build for your harmony stacking based on the frenzy charges. So it's going to change the attack speed, which is going to change the formula you use. God damn it. Thanks, man. Rovox, great build, dude. Thank you. Thanks for the clarification on the Harmony Eminence ratio. Really helpful. Yeah, we've all been learning a lot from this. It's really good. This is what happens when we dive into a new build. The community comes together and we try to perfect it and the knowledge. Thank you guys for all these great comments. Thank you guys for all the support. This is incredible, dude. I can't make these kind of videos without you guys and your great comments and the great questions and all this great interaction between you and me. So thank you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my new Patreon or YouTube members who financially support the channel today. Thank you guys for joining. And thank you to my 56 subs on Twitch. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!